So in front of me, I have a big Google box, and I'm super excited. I'm sure you guys might know already, but I am part of Team Pixel now, so I get an inside look at new Google Pixel products. So this is a quick look at the Google Pixel 6 Pro. I'm very excited to try this phone, and I'm so intrigued by so many things about it. So this is the press box. So this is what you get. This is my first time getting one of these, and I'm so excited. So I just want to give you guys the experience of what it looks like to get one of these boxes. So I have the box, and when you open it up, you guys can see there's just so much attention to detail given here. I absolutely love it. It's just so cool to have a look at some of what what other YouTubers have been getting, but they usually don't go in depth with this because there's just so much to cover with the product anyway. So for all you are, Google Pixel 6 Pro. Let me go ahead and lift up this part of the box, and you guys can see there is a note here that says Google Pixel 6 for all you are. So I think for all you are is their kind of motto here. So this is the Google Pixel 6 Pro. I did not get the smaller 6 from Google. They gave me the 6 Pro. It's interesting because I really wanted to take a look at the 6 instead of the 6 Pro, mostly because of the amazing price point it's in at. But here I have the Pixel 6 Pro and a Pixel 6 Pro case. I'm so glad they included that because I really wanted to try one of those out because it is completely made from recycled material. So let me go ahead and pull this box out of here. And let me go ahead and pull the case out of here. And is there anything else? No, it seems to be pretty much glued shut. So that's about it. Let me go ahead and put this box off to the side, and we can take a look at the Google Pixel 6 Pro. I'm going to make a separate video on this. So this is the Google Pixel 6 Pro in the black. I forgot what they call it. Stormy black. So there are 3 color options. There's Stormy black. There's the clearly white or something like that. And then the kind of coral, if I'm not wrong. I might be spacing, these might be the names for the Pixel 6 instead of 6 Pro, but I will have the correct names on the screen just in case. So this is the Stormy Black. These are pretty much flagship phones. Now, Google said that this is their first attempt at a flagship phone in some capacity at the event, but that didn't make sense to me because the Pixel 4 XL, Pixel 4 and 4 XL were definitely flagships, and they were actually priced higher than this phone. So the Google Pixel 6 Pro. Let me go ahead and unbox this phone, so give you guys a quick look. So pulling off the plastic, very similar Pixel-esque fashion. Team Pixel right here at the bottom. Some information about the phone, Pixel 6 Pro, 5G, 6.7 inch screen, 128 gigs of storage. You can get 256 and 512 this year as well, which is great because with the Pixel 5, you did not have those options. So let me go ahead, lift up this box. And there we go. We have the phone right up front. And I have to say, right off the bat, it is an extremely glossy finish. It's so glossy to the point that it's already like attracting dust, and it hasn't even been open yet. So that's a little bit concerning. In the promo videos, it was a little bit unclear as to whether it would be a gloss finish or a more matte finish. So that's interesting. So let me put this off to the side, and let's look at what you get in the box. So you will notice there's one distinct missing part of this box, and the thinness might give it away. That is the charger. So the charger is no longer provided with the Google Pixel 6 and 6 Pro, which is weird because the Pixel 5a does get it, which is just weird. So you do have a SIM card eject tool and some paperwork here on the top side of this box. Let's see if there's anything here. No, just quick start guide, set up your phone. We're here to help. So nothing that interesting. You've got a USB-C to C cable, and you've got the USB-C to USB-A adapter. And this is very helpful, not just for, using, transferring data over from an old phone, which is what it's supposed to be for, but it's also, I end up just using it as a dongle for my computers because it is that helpful. It's just great to have it for USB-C computer. So let me put this to the side. There's not a lot to look at the box. So let me go ahead, flip the phone over, and let's look at the Google Pixel 6 Pro. So right off the bat, the front has a very Samsung vibe to it. Just with the phone shut off from the front, it does have a very Samsung feel to it because it has curved glass on the right on both sides. I didn't know it had a curved display. That's interesting. So it is a curved screen on both sides. There's a punch hole camera at the center. The bottom has the USB-Cs charging port, speaker grill, and microphone on both sides, on either side of the port. You've got your volume button right here. You've got the power button, which is all black this year, no accent color. That's unfortunate. I did love the accent colors. A silver or white accent would have looked great here. Honestly, even a green or orange would have looked fantastic. You've got nothing up top. Oh, you do actually. So up top, you guys, I'm not sure if the camera is able to pick it up, but the material here is actually slightly different. So I'm going to guess this is an antenna cutout right here. Let me see if I can get another angle where the light might reflect the material differently. So this center part here, the edges are kind of the same metal alloy. The top here is not. It seems to be, it's either plastic or something that isn't the same material. It has a very different finish to it. There's a microphone grill right here, and then the left side has the SIM card slot right there. The back, of course, you've got that camera bar. So Google is calling this a camera bar. It is an interesting design choice for sure. And I have to say, I guess maybe one of the good things is that this phone won't rock really, because even though there's a camera bump, it's equal, so it really won't rock. And even, you know, you have to tap on the very top corners for it to rock. Pretty much anywhere else, the phone doesn't really rock. It's quite stable if it's on a table, so that's interesting. Pretty much loving the look of the phone. You guys can see though the back is definitely glossy, so you're just going to be getting a lot of fingerprints on it. So that is weird. I just realized that the volume buttons are below the power button, which is not a usual placement. Usually the power button is below the volume button, so I feel like that's definitely going to end up causing some confusion, as I'm just always used to the lower button being the power button compared to the volume. So a lot of volume up or down going to be adjusted here. So there is a nice screen up here. The bezels are pretty tight. I'm telling you, this has a very almost Galaxy Note 9, Note 8 vibe, the black one, just the curved display, the glass sandwich, and the whole design aspect of it definitely does give me a lot of Samsung vibes, interestingly, at least the front. So I can't really show you more than this right now. So I'm sure that a lot of you might have watched Marquez's video already, and you guys might have heard that this phone is still under embargo for a lot of things. So you will be seeing a full review video sooner rather than later. I'm going to be testing and giving you guys basically a full review by the time that I can post that video. So look, if you guys are looking forward to that, be sure to subscribe to the channel. But for now, I'm just going to talk about some of the specs and just, you know, give you guys a visual look at the phone. So I did go around it pretty much, but this does have a 6.7 inch screen. It has a 120 hertz refresh rate, but it also does go all the way down to 10 hertz, so that should be pretty fantastic for the battery. You do get a 5,000 milliamp hour battery, so that is going to be incredibly impressive. There's now a telephoto lens on the back camera here. You guys can probably see that square right there. That is the telephoto. And then there is a ultra wide and wide. And actually all of these sensors are brand new too. The lens and sensor are both brand new. You also do get Google's own Tensor chip. So they have their own SoC on here now. No more Snapdragon, no more MediaTek. I don't think they ever used a MediaTek, but just no MediaTek, no Snapdragon, no Exynos. This is Google's own chipset. And it's funny enough, in the in their presentation, in their kind of announcement video, they themselves said, "Don't look at benchmarks. It's not a you know, it doesn't show the real world elements and all that." So I'm interested to see just where this benchmarks, if they felt the need to come out and say that in the event when they were launching this phone. It just definitely leaves more questions to me. Pretty much this phone is spec-wise, honestly, just hitting the nail with everything it needs to be a phone of this price point and caliber. So this is an $899 phone. So $900 for the 128 gig, $1,000 for the 256, and you can go up to $1,100 for the 512 gig model of the Google Pixel 6 Pro. So I am very excited to try this phone out, and if you guys have any questions about this phone, please feel free to ask me down in the comments below. I will try to answer whatever I can until I'm allowed to. If I'm not and I don't respond, it's not because I don't want to. It's just probably that I can't say anything. But do let me know what you guys want to see in the full review. This gives me, like, this is unprecedented. I usually don't have time to make full reviews before, I'm just kind of rushing. So this gives me more time. So just tell me what you guys want to see about this phone. Is there anything that is concerning you, or do you have questions about before you buy that you want to know? Because if that is the case, I would love to answer them and include them in my full video coming very soon. So that's it, guys. This is the Google Pixel 6 Pro. I'm very excited to try it out, and if you have any questions, as I said, feel free to ask me down in the comments below. If you haven't already, be sure to follow me on social media for more Google Pixel 6 Pro behind the scenes stuff. I'll have all the handles right here on the screen, and of course linked down in the description below as well. And as I said it before, be sure to subscribe to the channel for a lot more Google Pixel 6 Pro content coming your way. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I'll catch you in the next one.